But let's talk about where we've been so far. In the Piers of Leadership, we're talking about fundamental foundational knowledge. The example I like to give is, if you were here last week, I talked about working with a soccer team in North Carolina, actually, Van, in Charlotte, Belmont Abbey College. We worked with their women's soccer team. And I was talking to them and I said, okay, ladies, if you're going to teach somebody to play soccer and they've never played soccer before and they don't know anything about it, what's the first thing you got to tell them? What's the first thing they need to know to be a successful soccer player? And there was the standard Zoom silence, which occurs on every Zoom call. And then Madeline speaks up, and she's a team captain. She goes, use your feet. That's pretty much it about soccer. You got to use your feet. And once you realize you're supposed to use your feet, that's something you never forget. Well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the use your feet of leadership. That first pier that we talked about, that first foundation that we're going to build our structure on was Rule 13 and Rule 14. Now, I'm not going to put anybody on the line like I did for Zach last week, but real simple. Rule 13 is when placed in command, take charge. You become the captain of a team, then become the captain of a team. Don't wander around, try looking for somebody else to lead for you. That happens. Rule 13, when placed in command, take charge. In Rule 14, do what's right. Don't do what's popular. Don't do what's going to make you more money. Do what's right. Those two rules are a foundation to leadership. We then progressed to responsibility and authority in the following week. Responsibility being the leader's responsible for everything that happens or fails to happen with that team. We talked about two caveats of that: accept and adjust, deny and deflect. When you screw something up or when your team goofs something up, you accept responsibility and you adjust the behavior for the people on your team that caused it to happen. When you get positive feedback and you get praise, hey, that didn't happen to me. I didn't do it. I deny it and I deflect it to the people that actually got it done. And then when we talked about authority, I'm reading a book right now by the name of Call Sign Chaos. It's about General James Mattis. The subtitle is Learning to Lead, and he talks about his experiences as a Marine Corps Lieutenant General. When he talks about authority, he really made this strong point in the section I read last night about you never, ever accept a leadership position unless you know you have the authority to make the decisions that are going to allow you to fulfill your responsibility. You can't have one without the other. Not having authority is like not having a wing. That's where we've been so far.